From the News Channel 8 studios, Let's Talk Live with your hosts, Natasha Barrett and Doug McElway.
We may have a rainy week ahead of us, and while the clouds will block out the sun this week, that doesn't mean you have to dress drab in this weather out there. Kassie Rempel is here from SimplySoles in D.C. with ways to brighten up those gloomy days. And you look cute on this rainy day. You have a little, touch of spring and summer in you.
I do. Sometimes I just like to buck the trends. Even though it's gloomy outside, I think, well, that's actually a perfect day to add some color to my wardrobe. But of course, I don't always venture out in my sandals. I'm wearing these bright yellow sandals. So to protect my toes from getting wet and just kind of yucky out there, I brought some things to share with you. And thank you for having me back. It's a pleasure. You look beautiful as always.
Thank you. You too.
So these are just some traditional rain boots, and these are from Tree Torn. And this is great because it's unisex. Men, women alike can wear it and have been enjoying it. And it's great. It's like a $50 little runaround rain boot. And I really like it in pink. Just, again, adding that splash of color.
What are they called, the tall ones? The wellies? Do you call these wellies?
The wellies usually go all the way up.
All the way up, yeah.
Yeah. So these just kind of are calf length, which works well with a lot of people because we all have varying calf widths. And so sometimes it's hard when you're wearing pants to get your pants inside the tall rain boots. So I actually tend to prefer the ones that are like mid calf level.
And these really feel like they'll block out the rain. You know how some you can buy and you think they'll be okay. You spend $10, $15 on them, but the water gets in. These really feel like if you go through a puddle, it won't touch you.
Yeah, I jump through puddles with my kids in these. I mean, I have a lot of shoes. Obviously, I own a shoe company, and so it surprises me that my kids gravitate to the rain boots in terms of what they want to put their feet in and, have fun playing dress up in mommy's closet. It tends to be the
I'm sure your closet's
boots.
Awesome to play dress up in.
Yeah, well, I have fun in it every morning too, but the kids, enjoy it as well.
A little cowboy inspiration right here.
Yeah, you know what? Boots are trending through the summer and winter and fall, obviously, and this is a boot that they call it a summer boot. And so when it's kind of damp or cool outside, which we went from, what was it, 50-degree weather, and now it feels like 100.
So humid this weekend.
I know,
and the rain like came out of nowhere, right?
I know, but the rain, why is it still humid? It rained. Why is there still so much humidity in there?
Yeah, welcome to Washington, right?
Yes. Well, so, the boot, I think, is a great option. If you don't feel like changing out your footwear, or you don't feel like hauling another pair of shoes to work, whatever it is, this is a great option. And then one other idea is patent leather. And while it's not, rain proof or waterproof, there's this difference in terms. Was it water resistant or is it waterproof? What is the difference? Patent leather, because it has the sheen, the way it was protected, the way it was manufactured to get the sheen, it actually has some water resistant.
Not like just plain leather where it could get to it and then stretch it out and things like that. Well, that's good to know with this.
This is one of our shoes, and I tend to wear this on rainy days because it doesn't have a leather sole. The problem with leather soles is that they absorb water.
So going out, that would be bad.
Yeah. And so this doesn't have a water sole, and it does have that sheen to it, so the leather isn't going to be affected by it. But then, other options.
Got the pretty umbrellas.
Now I'm going to risk the bad luck that may ensue here.
Oh, do it. It can only help my luck these days.
But
this one's so pretty. It's like you don't want to take it out in the rain.
This is like a statement piece, okay? This is like a beautiful necklace.
Like silk.
But the beauty of it is, if I can share.
Inside. It's like a flower.
Yeah. It's like opening up a flower. It's like watching a flower bloom.
It's like Mary Poppins in the rain walking to work.
Umbrella. Yeah. It is really an accessory.
Very cute. That's like something you bring to the Derby to block out the sun or something.
Yes,
if you've forgotten your hat.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has this little jewel encrusted handle. So this is really a special item.
It is.
If you want something, still functional, there's these Mary Mecco umbrellas, which, I happen to love.
So cute.
The one button touch.
And it fits in the bag.
It fits in the bag. But did you see that? Done.
Easy.
I'm always carrying 5 bags.
I'm always the one that's like, is it going to work?
Yeah.
And then one spokes out. I always have the worst luck.
Oh, yeah. I have bad luck with that as well. So, those are some options. And then
Oh, this matches.
This does.
Is sick. Are you one of those people that matches everything? Look at the inside liner.
I'm really not, but you know what? I don't like to bring umbrellas when I'm out and about with a lot of crowds. If you are going to the museums, if you're visiting DC, you're going to the museums, this is the perfect option for when you want to stay dry, but you don't want to be banging into people or hauling an umbrella in and out.
Thing, which is great.
Yeah, it has its own little pouch, so it gets wet, and then rather than putting it in your purse, you just put it in this little protective sleeve, so you're not really getting, your personal belongings wet. So I think this is, the perfect option for the museum goer or the traveler.
Or just moms that just don't have time to have everything. And just,
Absolutely.
Throw it on yourselves, and it's not wrinkled, it's perfect, it's good to go.
Yes, yes, and I know all about that. And so I thought this was a great additional option. But, again, I think you can always think about just wearing your beautiful, colorful things. You're wearing a beautiful fuchsia shirt,
Try to brighten up the day when it's gloomy outside and you have to get out there.
Yeah, you can always just throw on a pair of flip-flops and then just wear your regular sandals. Though I would caution flip-flops in the rain.
Slippery.
I've had a few spills.
Have you?
Yeah.
Got to switch into these, right? I wanted to mention the cowboy boot one more time because it was so thin. And I guess you're seeing that for summer because you surprised me and said that these are more summer-like. But
Yes.
it's the thin thing. You can't really see that on TV. But this seems like it would work.
In terms of the shaft,
yeah,
the leather of
because
the
otherwise
shaft.
you'd sweat to death, I think.
Absolutely,
But
and
that's good for
also the
summer.
color. The color is, a very neutral color. This has been a really great boot because it will transition into any season, really.
Great. Cassie, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much
Good
for
to
having
see you.
me.
All right, coming up on the show, we're going to take a look at what new information you need to know about beating the summer sun. Also, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. There it is right there. We'll be right back.